Hey there. Okay, so yeah, this is exactly how the last video started. So looks like I'm uploading the same video. I'm not. Back at the Astoria Pioneer Cemetery. I guess built or established in 1865. So something happened. I'm back here again today, less than a week later, and I got to tell you why. I have something to share with you that I think is pretty interesting. Alright, so last night what I do when I go to sleep, when I lay down at night, is I have a hard time going to sleep. It's windy out here, so I apologize if it's messing up the sound. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. But anyhow, you can't tell, but it's a hill. I just got off work. I put on scary stories, like, on Reddit or, with Mortis Media, or scary stories that people submit to have, told on, all these different channels of people whose channels are focused on scary stories. Some of them have 10 on them, some have 20, some have 5. So these stories are sent in. I didn't see this one. Submitted by people, literally, see how old they are? Literally from all over the world. So you never know. Listen, number one. This happened when I was 15 years old. One of the creepiest days of my life. It's just, different stories. And so last night I put on this compilation of maybe 10. And I am in a cemetery. It's hard to tell. What is this right here? I didn't see this last time. The very first story. Sorry, I'm out of breath. The very first story, this guy starts talking about, what is that? It starts talking about, sorry. It's unusual to see him in the ground like that. This guy starts talking about, being a friend of mine, we're hiking, sightseeing in a little town in Oregon. And of course, I'd love to be able to go in there. Of course, for him to mention a little town in Oregon kind of caught my attention. Of course it did. I was like, okay, what's he going to talk about? Little town in Oregon. And again, remember, these are all scary stories. So he says, yeah, we don't know where we're at. We get lost, and we happen upon, there's that pilot. We happen upon this creepy old cemetery, over 200 years old, up on a hill. Caught my attention. I was wide awake at that point. I thought, okay, keep talking. This guy is describing where I am right now. This guy is describing to the T this specific cemetery, saying it's up on a hill. There's very few tombstones, and the ones that are here are few and far between. Or they're far apart, he said. They say that it's creepy because all the graves, the tombstones, are from the 1800s. Very true. Across the street, there's a woodsy area. True again. There's a trail that leads to the entrance. True again. Then they say they come across this square cement slab that's split in the middle. And I was full speed ahead, attention, like, wow, okay, what are you guys going to tell me? They are exactly describing this cemetery. Square cement slab. Here we go. Two guys. So I'm slowing. I'm talking kind of slow, a little out of breath. Can't tell how much hill this is, but it's a hill. And I worked. Today was particularly hard for some reason. It just was. But at work, I mean. So anyway, the slab caught my attention because then I knew, yeah, that's the same cemetery. What are the odds? I just got done making a video in this cemetery, and then I happened to listen to scary stories at night, and the very first one is right here in this cemetery where I was a few days ago. They say, this one guy says, him and his friend walk up to this slab, and they're like wondering, what is this? And the same thing with me when I when I was filming the first time. I was like, what in the world? I think I even said on the video, what could this have been? I don't know. And you guys are going to wonder why I'm standing so close to it when I tell you the moral of this story, or where I'm going with this. The guy says that him and his buddy are standing there trying to figure out what this could have been, this slab. Then he says, and all of a sudden he saw appear a old man just standing there looking at him with a scare. I guess he wasn't a friendly feeling. It was like scary, with this look on his face like he wanted to kill them, or like that he did not want them here. And he said all that he could really make out, because it was like an apparition type image, obviously not flesh and bone, they had a top hat on like Abraham Lincoln. And then he said when he saw that, it was clear enough, there was no mistake what he saw standing right here, that he started booking it down that hill. And he said for a split second he forgot about his friend because it freaked him out so bad he just started booking it. And the next thing you know, his friend starts running, along, like behind him, towards him, like trying to book, get out of here too. And he says, did you see that they're like out of breath, huffing and puffing? Did you see that? And they're both saying to each other back and forth, did you see that? Did you see that? To each other. And so the guy telling the story says, the guy in the, did you see the, okay, did I see what? The guy in the top hat. They both saw the same thing, standing right there. And they were both running, so all they wanted to do was get out of here. And then he said that, which I forgot to mention, that when they first got to the cemetery, they felt creepy already, the second they got here. They just happened upon it, by accident. And so when they saw the guy in the top hat, it just freaked them out. They had to get out of here. They said they both felt like this guy, this old man, like it's his territory, it's his property, and he didn't want them here. And when I heard that, I was like, you know what? I don't think that's made up, because there was too many details of the cemetery that they gave. I mean, I guess if they live here, they could make all that stuff up, but it was just such a coincidence to me that I just got done making. Sorry, so much video of this slab, but I'm telling a story behind the slab. It's such a coincidence that I happened to listen to these scary stories, and they're so randomly submitted. And it just so happens to be the very first one I listened to last night. A mere few days later, after I make a video here, the very first one that pops up last night is about this cemetery. And I was curious about that slab when I came, the other day. So I just was thinking, I wonder if I could capture this towards the end of the story. They're calling him Top Hat Man. I'm wondering if I could maybe capture him. So, there's the slab. You can't see it. I don't know if you can tell. It's right there. I may see him, I may not. And if I do, it may be in the video. Maybe after I watch it later, maybe one of you guys will catch him. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know doing this kind of thing is fun. People. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I still can't get over how there's just so. I mean, how many graveyards do you guys know of where there's like almost no tombstones? Is it there's people all under me buried, but the tombstones have been removed, or just a few left? I mean, I don't get it. It's so crazy. I don't remember this one right here. I mean, I remember these two because I shot them from a distance, but I don't remember. Wow, this hill. I don't remember this particular one up close. So let's take a gander, shall we? Oh God, don't tell me it's a baby. Oh no, it's a handholder. Can't tell what it says. Something Peters. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I mean, I don't know. It kind of blew me away last night when I heard that. I mean, not just because I heard it and I happen to live in Oregon, just that it happened to be a few days after I came here. Then it happens to be the very first story in that group of stories on Reddit. Like, what in the world? What a coincidence, right? Anyway, I'm going to close now. I hope this wasn't too boring. I'm not good at storytelling. Hope this wasn't too boring, you guys. I am just kind of like doing this, kind of walking around, getting as much as I can. Come on, Top Hat Man, where are you at? Kind of like Slender Man? No, I'm not going to go there. Anyhow. Alright, you guys, well, hey. This is Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I definitely will too. Got a video chat with my daughter and my beautiful Kennedy granddaughter at 6 o'clock. So I will enjoy the rest of my Saturday, you guys. Have a good one. Talk to you on the flip-flop.